By the thumbnail, you already know this is going to be a heated topic. And for all the heat, I got root beer. If you couldn't tell from the title of this video, I'm curious about what everyone thinks about the world famous, the ever so highly revered Lexus LFA. Wow! Everybody knows about the Lexus LFA. Even people who live under a rock come out of that rock and know the LFA. It is one of the most well-known cars to ever appear in any magazine, video game, publication, etc. V10 in the front, co-developed by Yamaha, and they even designed the sound that comes out of the exhaust. It's nuts. And yet, this car, which if you got a Nürburgring edition, actually was pretty fast on the Nürburgring. I think it got a time of 7:18, which is super blistering quick, right? But that begs the question, considering all of the other cars in this segment, you have the Gallardo Superleggera 458 Speciale, right? You could include maybe a R8, and in the late 2000s, you had a lot of competitors. Late 2000s, early 2010s, rather. But now their market's got them going in the high hundreds all the way to $1 million for Nürburgring editions, right? So what makes the LFA so valuable? Is it the design? I personally don't find it to be the most beautiful car in the world. I think it's a cool looking car, but it's not pretty by any means, and it's not the best looking car in the world. I honestly think it's the least attractive car in its class. Performance wise, I mean, just based off of surface level knowledge that I have about everything in its class, it seemed like it fared better than everything else as far as the Nürburgring time goes. And yes, that's the only time I looked up. Correct me if I'm wrong on performance. I know it's got the V10 over 500 horsepower, 0 to 60 is like 3.6 to 3.8 seconds. So it was a very quick car, right? Top speed's 202, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody who's driven one has said it is one of the best cars they've ever driven, including Jeremy Clarkson, who said if he could have any car in the world, it would be a blue LFA. I just don't really see it myself. I mean, is the car overrated? Am I stupid? I might be. I don't know. You can't judge it on reliability. People say, oh, it's a reliable supercar, it's a Lexus product. Nobody knows. They're all garage queens. Nobody has any real mileage on an LFA, right? So I'm curious. I want to open up the conversation. Why do you think the Lexus LFA is so valuable? I'm curious to see what everybody thinks, because I kind of think that it's overrated. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you want to see more hot takes, because I like watching the internet burn down.